Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're new here, welcome. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for finding this channel worthy of your attention. Yeah, it's been a while. I sat down to film a video or to release a video out here, let's say, because it's not like I have not been filming. But then, yeah, I am again today, as the Lord will let, because the race is not the sixth actually. So into this video, I am not so sure how it's going to go, but it's just like pretty much doing a welcome back kind of thing, and also giving you some interesting life update with me that has been going on, and maybe should I say disturbing me from coming up here and showing up as much as I'm supposed to show up. So yeah, without further ado, let me just jump right into this video. So one of the reasons why I'm actually here sitting in front of this camera to like talk to you people today is that number one, I'm supposed to be at an event, but it is how the person that invited me to this event did not know that the event wasn't for today. Well, I'm not casting in. I was just trying to help me not stay at home, have fun, mingle, chill with the big boys and girls, you know what I mean. But then that's not even my point. Funny enough, as interesting as this sounds, I was dressed up, like I was even rushing because I was like, oh, I don't want to go with my bare face. Normally I would always go out, let me say, with my bare face. Like I'm not really a freak for these things, right? So boom, dressed up, glammed up. He picked me at my gate because he stays in my estate. He picked me at my gate, and then we got to the venue and we saw that everyone was just dry. And it was like, oh, he called, was like, what's going on here? Is it like they've not started? We are even late. We are very, very, very far from the time they gave us. Like we are almost 30 to 40 minutes late to the time it was supposed to start. I mean the event. Boom. We went inside. He called one of the security in the compound and was like, oh, what's going on here? Why are people not outside? Are people yet to come? What's happening? Why is everywhere like this dry? And the second one, I was like, oh, the guy was even lost because I could see his reaction. That was where I began to laugh. I started to laugh and I was like, are we in? You see what I'm thinking? If I can't doubt, let me not doubt, So he asked the security, especially like, I don't understand what you're saying. I think I'm lost here. Then he was like, is today the event or not? What's the stuff that's supposed to happen here today? Why is it? Why are people not here? Why is this place this dry? And boom, I was like, okay, you know what? Let's just read because there's a sign outside that shows this event will be happening, the date, and information for passers-by that might be interested. And boom, we read the date and we realized that the event is not today. It's supposed to be a week from now. So guys, this glam cannot waste. I came back home and decided to sit beside in front of the camera to talk to you guys. I'm thinking I've started to make this intro super long, but before going deep into this video, let me just before making this video really long, let me say what of this why I'm here. So interesting as this may sound, this is not to cast anybody, but while I was just sitting down and before dragging myself to sit in front of this camera, I was going through my phone, my notes actually, and I saw something that really stuck. Please, I want to look for it. Hold on, I'm trying to look for my phone. I was still, because normally I usually might like script out my content. Oh, I want to work on this content. When I have time, I want to shoot this content. What do I need? So I do that kind of thing in my notepad on my other phone. So while I was just going through it randomly, like, oh, let me just read through this notes and see if there's something I can resonate with today as the title of this channel. And boom, before I even go into the video, I've had people come up to me and say, Shade, why resonations? Why resonations? Funny enough, one thing that I coined that name is because I have this passion of letting people understand things. Like they used to say resist the urge to shalaye, but I can't resist the urge. I like to resonate with people like, oh, come. People says come, let's reason together, like come. Let's see this angle, let's see it from this angle. Is it this angle? Break it down like this, kind of thing. And I feel like, okay, for people to have been saying this, maybe they've not really been getting what is they're supposed to get from the angle of the name resolutions. So I saw something on my phone, and I'm going to read it out. I wrote it down, and I was like, oh, it still pertains to what I want to say. I hope you do not lost this line of thought with what I'm saying, all this jumping here and there, but it still has to do with it. Maybe before I get to the end of this video, I'll be able to bring everything together to one piece. So I wrote in my notes, I said it is resolutions for a reason. How will the narrative happen if these things don't be? And coming down was what I said I saw that prompted me to come sit here in front of the camera. So what I saw was that the test won't always come from outsiders, and it talked this afternoon, and I started with rude. So as you know, coming from the faith angle now, you all know if you follow me like off YouTube, off socials, you even know how much of a church girl I can be, you know. Coming from the faith angle, because I believe that it is in God we all have live, move, and have a brain, right? So coming from the faith angle, like I was saying, there's this thing we call processes, life happenings, structures, you know, just life generally. And what we mean by this life, that I think we mean by this life, is that, oh, all the things that happen is a journey, right? So all the things that happen and mold us to be who we are today, all the things we have passed through, all the process, all the steps, all the struggles that we've gone through to be where we are today. But not where we're supposed to be yet, right? It's still a journey. We only know today. But so far, so good. I'm about to say lololo, but that's not the goal of this video. So far, so good. All the things that has, you know, structured us to this presence, like either do. So is what I call processes, life. Let's just say life. I don't want to say struggles, because in this zone we do not struggle. Amen. So I wrote that the test would always come from outsiders, which brings me to one of the reasons why I wanted to give this interesting life updates. So recently, I've been in my church for a while now. My church is very close to my area. I'm not just going to be mentioning all of this on camera for security checks, right? So my parents just came up once and they were like, oh, I'm not comfortable in church. Not to cast them, I love them so much. I'm appreciative that, oh, they are this concerned. She wanted to follow me to the church, and I was like, okay, mommy, let's go. So the point is not about church, me not going to church, or they saying they're not comfortable in my church. She wasn't just sure of what I was listening to, what I was being exposed to, and what I was, you know, living my life around. You know that parents knows that, oh, these are the things that shape you. These are the things that influences you. I'm a psychologist, right? I did psychology in school, so I know that the things you see, the things you hear, they shape you, your mind. It might not be shaping like, oh, let's move, but they all influence your life in one way or the other. They influence your decisions. They influence how you see things, how you process things, and all of that good stuff. I'm not even going to go deep into that. But what am I going to say? I'm not coming from the angle of, oh, my parents said this. I'm coming from the angle because I didn't realize this. I wasn't this, you know. I didn't know this when they were saying it. When we were having this when we were having this conversation, what I was saying is that, why would you not just leave me alone? Why would you not just leave me alone? Why would you just not just leave me alone and let me live my life? But boom, later when I calmed down, I just started to process the whole thing. Like it wasn't on a sitting. It took days. Like this has been happening since I think March. That's about 2 months ago. It's even 3 months. March to June is 3 months, yeah. So we are in June already. So it didn't happen like, okay, I just realized this. But it started happening that, okay, this is a content, Shadi. Come outside here and resonate with guys. You know, the test will not always come from outsiders. The road will not always be straight, right? I wanted to be in church. I wanted to serve God. Yes, I will serve God, but the process will not always be straight. Yes, I will do what I want to do. I would be in the unit I want to be. I will do what I passionately love and do. But the road will not always be straight, but you will get there. So what was I saying? So when they said, oh, we're not comfortable in your church, we had a conversation about it, and she explains that reason. I explained, okay, this is what I'm saying, this is what I'm not saying. She's like, okay, comfortable. I hear you. Okay, she didn't like really say, okay, start going back to your church, but I just like, I took time, I slowed down. I didn't even say, okay, because of the whole thing, I'm just going to, buga and say, no, I'm an adult. I had to calm down. It wasn't easy to make these decisions. That's what I'm going to say. It's all process. It wasn't easy to make this decision. I had to calm down, breathe, pray, brood. What did I know to talk to people? Like, am I like? Then this line came to me. The road will not always be straight. It will not always be straight. Like I was saying, the road will not always be straight, and that is what I want to come here to share with guys. And don't think it's from outsiders that, do you think people that you do not know will just come your way and just just start saying things or start doing things to irritate you or to just make you angry? It will come from the people that you love. It will come from the people that you care so much about. It will come from people that know you so well, because it is your life, right? It is something that revolves in your life that the bumpy rides will always be on, or will always be out or connected to. So I just came here to say to you guys that yes, the road will not always be straight. It will always be bumpy at some point, but then it's a process. It's a journey. We are all on a journey. We are all going somewhere. We are all something, going somewhere to happen, going somewhere to bloom like flowers. So yeah, guys, I just came here to say this. I don't have much updates to say from that end. I don't want to, drag this more than what it is, but I just came in here to share how I struggled with that phase of my life, because I see it as a phase. It's easy to say, God, is it not you that I'm serving? Is it not you that I'm worshiping? Is it not your work? Am I in clubs? Because I was also in the anger. I was also in that thinking system that, me was in club now, I'm not in a club now. I'm not doing things that normally parents would not like your children to do, particularly when you are from a Christian home. I'm not doing this. I'm in a church. So what if I'm in places that you don't even, that you know that yes, as a child you're not supposed to be in this place? What would you have done? And I was about to start saying, God, it's not your work. Can you just let me tell these people? But then I had to, I was helped to calm down, because it wasn't even funny. Like, I was pained. Like, why would you just come up with this, with this talk and with this whatever you're coming up with? But then I'm grateful for this phase. I'm grateful for that phase. I think that phase should have passed by now. By God's grace, I don't still know what they will come up with tomorrow. They are my parents anyways. I'm always with them. So it wasn't easy to make that decision, and that's what I want to tell people today. Like, that's what I've been telling you, right? It's not going to be bumpy, always easy. It's always going to be bumpy at some point. The road will not always be straight. It's not always going to be. Even the Bible says that in this world you would see tribulations, but be of good cheer and overcome the world. I'm not saying that it's tribulations, but I'm just saying that we would always be at a phase. We will always get to a phase in life where things are not always as we have planned. It won't look like what it is, not like what you had planned or what God has planned. You will just be there hanging somewhere in the middle of all of these things, and you just be thinking. And I'm going to tell you today, guys, it's okay. You don't have to have it figured out all at once. When all this was happening, I didn't have it figured out all at once. I was in the process of okay this, okay that, okay this, okay that, praying, brooding, reading scriptures, and just like, okay, I trust you, God, to step into this situation. If it is your will, I'll be there. If it is not, we move. Life continues. We live in the story anyways. God is the author. So and I'm going to be ending my video with this. So one of the things I'm going to leave you guys with is that knowing these things that the road will not always be straight. Knowing these things will help you to prepare yourself when these things come. So I already know that, yeah, this is life. It's always a process. There will always be things that will happen that will shape you. I've always learned that. I always resonate with it. If you're my close circle, if you read my writings, I do some writings once in a while, right? If you on my WhatsApp status, not like public things like a blog or something. So I always tell people that yes, process me. If this does not happen, like what I coined down, if this thing does not happen, how will we resonate? I would like to come and sit behind the camera today and tell you guys all of this. It has to happen. So with this, I leave you to brood over. And if you have any ways, you've gone through anything that you feel like you want to share, please do leave in the comment section. Let's all resonate together. Let me learn from you as you have watched this video. And yeah, I've come to the end of this video. I don't want to make it super long, so thank you for watching. Please give this video a thumbs up if you like it, and even if you don't like it, but please still like. So thank you guys, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now. Don't forget to subscribe while you're at it. Bye.